Hello everyone. We are doing a reading today in honor of the new moon. It is a very impactful new moon. And so as we go into the depth of ourselves with Scorpio, we are going to ask Spirit what we might find. We're going to try and move with ease and grace and generosity with ourselves as we embark. This is not a time for judgment on ourselves. It is a time for profound witnessing and support. So here we go. Let's see what animal guardian is with us today. Oops, that one. Whale. This wants to be like this. The really beautiful story about whale is it's about sound. It's called mana. Let me show you this really quick. It's beautiful. 41. It's called Record Keeper. The whale is very much like a swimming library. So it is said that whale is a guardian as we go through the Akashic, which is appropriate because that was the intention for today, was to go in there, check out and see what we're gonna find in Scorpio. And whale, who also lives underwater, is our guardian today. It's really incredible the depths at which they are capable of going, the gentleness of their being. So as we move through this, just imagine that we're under the water and we have a hand reached out and we are connected to our whale guardian. So let's pull a couple of these Lovely Ladies Tarot by Brittany Keller. Again, really stunning. It was the tarot deck that wanted to come forward today. So we're going to ask for 3. Oh, actually, no, I'm being shown something else. We're going on an adventure. We are going in a wheel. We're going in a circle for each of the directions. So as we take our deep breath in the Eastern Gate, what do you want to share right there? 4 of Cups. What are we sharing for the Southern Gate as we go through the fires? There. 8 of Swords. Boom. The water. 6 of Wands. The Western Gate of our ancestors. And for our Northern Elders. Those who gatekeep. Earth Gate. Ooh. Okay, and then this one wanted to be present as well, and so did this one. There's finally our water here. Okay. mean, this is a really profound and intricate journey. So let's start with our Eastern Gate, our deep breath, our spark into our initiation. We have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is the focusing on the self. We have this beautiful woman here, and people are cheering to her. She has her harvest in her hands. And so this is a time for recognition of that. We have achieved something, and it's about what comes next from that. And, you know, being unbothered, like she is a moving meditation in this way. And so in our Southern Gate, the thing that we must shed is the Eight of Swords. And this Eight of Swords is really asking us to look at our mentality around how we are. It's all around her throat here. All of these swords are around her throat. And so what is keeping her from speaking? What thoughts? Swords represent mind energy. So what thoughts are keeping us from speaking our ultimate truth? And as you can see, there's looming clouds over, but yet in the background, there's this incredible sunset. And so it's really that introspective place of where am I cutting off my truth, my expression of truth? And that's what we will walk through the fire with. The fire will feel like the burning away of each of these swords, just like the removing of them. And in our recovery, in our water gate, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So tuning into the Pentacles first, I love that we have the Seven, which we can see here. She is pregnant. She is holding her child in her hand, in her arm. She's giving it a hug. She is surrounded by her bounty, her partners, her spirit guides in the plant realm. And this is, if we look at the stage of her pregnancy, she has gone almost full term here. And so what we're seeing here is a representation of like longevity, of like the project on the peak of being born. And so by the removing of this comes into our frequency as part of the healing, is that this project that perhaps you and I know I've been working on is going to come. It's recognizing that it's in the latter stages of this. And so it's really an incredible way of thriving in your garden, thriving in your ability to persevere. I'm proud of that. And then we evolve into the Nine of Pentacles here, which, if we're looking around her, I mean, hello, Nine, hello, wonderful. Like the step before completion, and then into the next phase of it. This is the representation of abundance, of, you know, being self-made, of this is what comes after this Seven of Pentacles. It's just a couple of steps down, and it's the Nine, and it's this dream, this fruition, this long-term goal, this long-term perseverance has fully developed. And so we're on either side of the Eight of Pentacles, so we could even look at that eye with gander, and it would be part of a journey that we're going on. And then here we also have the Six of Wands. Wands are fire energy. They are our ability to take action. They are our ability to it's very in the doing. This feels very being, and then this feels very doing, and that's a Six. So the Six of Wands. So this is going to represent, she is not arming herself, but gearing herself up. I feel like almost she's like ready to go, like she's the representation of this girl after she's removed all the swords and she's taking action. Because when you anytime you remove anything from this kind of a frequency of where am I pinching myself off from truth, it's not always going to sit well with the homeostasis of your life. And so sometimes you might have to calmly and relaxing manner just remind people of who you are, and that you have boundaries and you are willing to stand up for those boundaries. Because she looks incredibly relaxed and fabulous, by the way, doing this. And so she's just reminding people, setting boundaries, making sure that if confronted in any way with someone's resistance to this new boundary in your life, that she will calmly and relaxingly, lovingly, hello, with all the flowers, that this is important, this is how I want to love you, this is how I can love you. And she's willing with a gentle hand to find and build a bridge if there is that way. I don't know, like I feel like she's like just laying some boundaries. And then we come into the Earth Gate. And this Earth Gate has a lot of really hi, what's up energies, right? First and foremost, we have the King of Swords. So we have evolved from the Eight of Swords here, where we're pinching off our access to truth, to where we are now the king of that. And we hold the sword in our hand. We are in charge of our mental processes. And this Eight of Wands, like this woman is so fucking empowering. First and foremost, the purity of her outfit. It's just raw, it's present. She is she's comfortable in herself. Perhaps she's in the middle of some sort of movement. She's got the full moon here behind her. You know, on the other side, they were showing here the evolvement of perhaps this is the next full moon, which is the next peak or the next extreme of the new that we're in right now. So it's showing time progressing. And she's in full ownership of everything in her life. She looks relaxed. She is comfortable in her body. She is celebrating her body. There is a purity to her with this white bikini. We see here how she has adorned herself. She is at ease. She is in alignment with herself. She is in deep alignment with herself. She has found inner harmony with herself. So we've gotten in her physical body, and then we've gotten really good with the mind. And what this is going to bring ultimately is the death of whomever this person was. And listen, if death shows up and looks that incredibly stunning, then I trust her first and foremost because of the flowers growing out of her rib cage that holds her heart. The ego death is on the way. And on either sides of this, we have the Three of Cups, which is celebration, which is she's with her girls, right? They all are in their goddess form and they are celebrating. They are filled, their cups are filled, which means feelings, which shows emotions. We are celebrating. We are in touch with our emotions. We are just loving this. And then we have our Four of Swords, which ironically is half of the Eight of Swords, right? Like if we're looking at the numerology of it. And this is the Four. I don't, doubt in any way that she doesn't have control over her thoughts. Not even control, but she is very mindful of it. She is in harmony again with her thoughts. So emotions and thoughts, like all of this right here. I feel like all of this is together. Ooh, incredible. So we're going from being at a place where it's perhaps being recognized by others that you're changing and being a different version of yourself. And then we will move into, okay, another stage. Where am I pinching myself off from truth? That's the deep breath. This is the fire that we will walk through. And then here with the pentacles and the wands, the healing is going to be in the setting of new boundaries for ourselves so that we can go from watching a project that for some, in many ways, seems to be connected to our ability to set boundaries for ourselves. And this will ultimately bring the harvest. And we'll go through this into the grounding stage because we have completed this one thing that was holding us back in some way, pinching our energy off. It will bring on an ego death, and we have guardians around us. It is, it's a new day. It's a new dawn. By the time that the next full moon comes around, we will have a new president, which at this time will absolutely determine a lot of things in our lives. So today we're going to be also pulling from the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck. I'm very new to this, so we're going to see what they have to say about all of this. I'm just getting to know this deck, so let's meet them just as I am together. There we go. Bramble. I'll put this in the center, actually. Let's see what they have to say. This looks like... So since we're doing a new moon deck, we're going to do the dusk side of this. Going into the evening for Bramble. A difficult time has made you feel exposed and raw. There's no shame in feeling vulnerable. But the world moves on at its own pace, and there may be further challenges down the road that you want to feel prepared for. So draw on the Bramble's natural protective and healing properties to help you rebuild your defenses. Grow some thorns and put yourself in a place where you feel your strongest to weather the next battle. Thank you, Bramble. Absolutely beautiful. And then we're also going to, we had two ascended masters, two goddesses that wanted to be present today. We have Kali and Mary Magdalene. So we're going to hear from Kali first. I enjoy Kali quite a lot. She always just cuts through the bullshit. She's like, what needs to happen is going to happen. So rip the Band-Aid off. Blessings, Kali. Thank you for your presence here today. Can you please offer some guidance to us as we get ready to move through this next new moon to full moon cycle? Thank you for your unlimited blessings. Kama of Kali. Let's see. This is another one. She always has a story, so I am going to definitely... I do want to call out the 38. 38 is a... adding that together becomes an 11, which means that it is a master number. Wow, Kali has some really wonderful things to say to us. She is completely and utterly in love with your divine essence, and in her love bestows endless gifts. Your path need not be one of endless effort. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment with an intention to bring its spiritual benefit to the collective through softening and opening your heart is an act of worshiping the divine feminine. Relax into the presence of what is as you slow your pace and make swifter progress. That's one of my favorite things I've heard from a brother of mine. And one time in ceremony, he said, when you want to go faster, slow down. And Kali was very encouraging of that as well. Like, go steadily, go carefully, move forward with intention. She is proud of us. She is in love with our personal essence. My goodness. Hello. Divine Mary, hello. Thank you for being here with me and with us. We understand and see this new moon cycle and ask your guidance as we take our deep breath until we dive under with this new moon in Scorpio, along with our whale guardian. Can you please offer us any words of wisdom as we dive deep? We are here and present. Emerging from the shadow, reveal what is hidden. This to me is she's encouraging us to face that, to be thorough. Emerging from the shadow, emerging from underneath. Who do you want to be when you emerge from the shadow? Because the deeper that we go with our whale guardian, the more we will reveal here. I'm like, my breath is getting caught in my chest. It is such a profound reminder. It is time to speak your truth. Don't hold back if it will benefit or liberate others. Bringing the truth to light is likely to bring release and enhance your well-being. Abraham talks about well-being, being in your well-being, following your well-being. And it is time for us to speak truth. Mary Magdalene is reinforcing that. So we must be thorough on the blades, on these swords that are keeping us from speaking our truth. Oh, Mother Mary. All right, y'all. It was an absolute pleasure to read for you today. And I will see you on the other side. Happy new moon. Bye.